After trying a bunch of different clubs, I'm going to show you what's in the bag for 2022. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here, holding up my baby. It's my sticks. And the first thing I'm going to show you here is I'm using the PXG blue camo bag here. I really like it. It's nice. I mean, I'm not big into the camo thing or anything, but looks good. It is pretty unique and different. But you're more interested in what is in the bag, and that starts with the big dog. Let's not pussyfoot around it. You're wondering, well, as you might have seen, I'm using the Cobra LTD-X here. I'm actually using it in the short tour length version here with the heavier 14 gram weight, and I have it with my Airspeeder 40 gram regular flex shaft here. And on all my clubs this year, I'm using these Grip One no taper rubber grips here. So really love these. These are oversized, and man, they are fantastic. Fit my hand perfectly, and it's a medium cadet in case you were wondering. Now, I actually carry two woods. A lot of people do, but I don't carry a 3-wood. I carry a 5-wood and a 7-wood, and they are both by the same company here. These are the PXG 0311 XF Extra Forgiveness, and these are the Gen 5s, noted for the aluminum carbon crown right there. Man, these things are pretty awesome. I'm playing these in the Hazardous Smoke yellow shafts here, and I have weighted these up a little bit to give me that swing weight, that heavy feel I like, so that I feel like I'm really going at it. Now, going down still more is the 0311 XF Hybrid here from PXG. This is also their Gen 5. Did a full review on that. Same aluminum carbon crown right there. Again, additional weight in the head and Hazardous Smoke black shaft in there. I really love the heavy feel of that. So Cobra, the big dog, PXG in the woods and hybrids, and then we get down to the irons. And all my irons, I can pull out any one of them because they're pretty much all the same, are these Cobra LTD-X single length. So that is denoted there by the red, white, and blue. Otherwise, they would have that fluorescent green finish here. Interesting thing about this is that these are custom, so I ordered these from Cobra to be upright because with my single plane swing, my hands are a little higher. Thus, the clubs are actually shortened a little bit to accommodate that, plus I'm a short guy. So I've actually had the shafts replaced with these steel fiber 115 gram shafts here. So they look like metal shafts, but they are steel and fiber. I really like these because they still have some bend to them, some flex to them, but they are pretty heavy, so they feel good in my hand. Now let's get down to the short clubs, and what I have here this year are the Adele SMS wedges. This one is in the 54 degree, and I'm actually playing 3 of these, the 50 degree, the 54 degree, and the 60 degree, and I really love these. And what you might be able to see there, but each of these little weights has a little red line, a little red circle around the edge, because these are each the 8 gram weight. So normally it comes with two 2 gram weights and one 8 gram weight, but I have requested the additional weights to be 8 gram weights as well, so that I could get a really heavy feel here, because again, my clubs are just a little bit shorter. I love the full face grooves, I love the finish here, and I love the fact that they had different grinds. So on my 54 and my 50 degree wedge, I actually have a really high bounce, and you can see here, this has this kind of double leading edge, so to get through grass, to prevent me from digging, I have a steep angle of attack, and so especially on clubs that I might take a full swing with, I've got that high bounce. But on my 60 degree wedge, I actually have a high leading edge bounce and then a very low trailing edge bounce, or you can actually see it's kind of a negative bounce angle right there, and that's because this club I will open up for flop shots. Now on all these shafts, again, I actually have gone to a little heavier shaft here. These are the steel fiber 125 gram shafts. Again, additional weight in the head, additional weight in the shaft. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to keep the momentum through the shot on really short shots. Now, for a club you probably don't have in the bag, and maybe you should, I did a whole video on this. This is the Cleveland Smart Soul Chipper, 43 degrees or whatever, but it looks like a regular club. But I have what you probably have never seen in person. It's the Paterson Kinetic Tuned Red 225 gram carbon fiber graphite shaft. Look at this thing. I can stick my finger in the end of this bad boy because it is so big, but the shaft is really heavy. The head is pretty standard, but I really wanted to have that momentum, especially on a chip shot, which is not going to usually be a very big swing. And so to have as much weight here as possible, I really love this thing. I've gotten this dialed in. You can see here I've got grass on the face because I use this thing a lot. Sometimes off the fairway, sometimes off the rough. It just sends them right on the line that you expect, and so a chipper like this might be a big help. And this thing is amazeballs. And for the last club here, what I have is my putter, and this one is by Lab Golf, the Mez 1 putter. I was really intrigued by this because I was using the B2 putter last year, lie angle balance, so it has no bias anyway. When you put it down at address, it's not opening the face or closing the face. It's not face balanced or anything like that. So it just wants to sit really, really stable, which I like, so that I can swing through it. Now this one has a lot more weight than my B2. You can see all the weights here. It's got more weight towards the back as well, so it has higher MOI, higher forgiveness. It's just heavier, so it kind of swings through the ball a little bit better. And what I have on here is the BGT Stability Tour Polar Shaft, which I love. Super stiff. It takes out all those little niggles, takes out the torque on the shafts. It's actually the same philosophy as this tuned red shaft here, which you can absolutely use in a putter. Not those old school metal putter shafts, the flimsy ones that are introducing a lot of extra variables that you don't need and you didn't even realize were in the putts. So this is really great. Now a couple other things that are in the bag. With the silicone gripping area, I just love that. Makes my hands feel like they are glued to the club shafts. And then I also have the tour tees here, but it probably has saved me money in the long run because I haven't had to buy new wooden tees. So, and then lastly, what kind of ammunition am I using? And that is the Callaway Chrome Soft. So I really love the feel of a soft golf ball. These things seem to fly just as well for me as other balls. I think my hands, my wrists, my elbows, my muscles, all like hitting a softer ball. I can tell you, I like the feel of it. You just don't cringe or flinch when you're gonna hit a ball, even with the driver, because it's just gonna have that nice, soft, dull thud off the face here. So that's everything in the bag for 2022. I wish I could be playing a little bit more, but I have been playing these, and so far, every one of these clubs I love. And so now I'm at a place where it's gonna actually be hard to find something that I love more than what's already in the bag to replace what's in the bag. So if you think there's something out there that's going to work better for me than what I already have in the bag, let me know because I'm happy to try it out. And if it does work, that'll go in and something will come out. But if you're like me, a below average golfer, and you just like going out once in a while and want to play as well as you possibly can, I think all of this stuff is helping me look as good as I possibly can. If you want to pick up any of it so that you can play better, live better, and be a little happier on the golf course, I'll put links to them in the description below. Peter Von Panda. Out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper.